Podcast starts at 19 seconds.
I don't want to push this back any further, so apologies, but this is just going to be a late upload. So I hope you enjoy this chapter, and we will be back next week uploading at our regular time. Welcome to a new episode of Fit the Description, a Black Men's podcast where various Black men come together to talk about life, society, entertainment, culture, news, and whatever else we want to talk about from various Black men's perspectives. I'm your host, G, and in this episode, we're going to go ahead and do another cut content back from episode 107. This was an episode I've been wanting to release for a very long time because I thought it was a very good discussion. And I finally have an opportunity to actually put this one out. Now, the reason why we don't have a regular episode this week, well, technically this week and next week, pretty much it's on me. I had some personal issues that came up, and it was a little too serious where I had to wind up canceling the podcast this week. So hopefully for next episode, we'll be back to normal. But this one, we're going to go ahead and release another cut content of one of the episodes I've always wanted to put out. So now with that being said, make sure to follow or subscribe depending on your platform. Make sure to hit that like button. If you get a chance, why don't you go ahead and check out our Clips channel, Fit the Description Podcast over there on YouTube. We also post to various different audio platforms. The links will be in the description besides on the audio platforms. And now with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with this episode.
There's no forgiveness for what?
Oh, we're talking about the Holy Spirit.
Okay, well, I'll be sure to damn that too. Because let's say I can't wait for bad shit to happen. Oh my God.
Well, that's the thing. It's not said that anything bad would happen. It's just saying, and B, correct me if I'm wrong, but just that you will not be allowed into the kingdom of heaven, right?
Well, he said there's it just says no forgiveness. So I don't know what the full details in that, but there's one spirit or life form out there. The Father tolerates no disrespect. It's the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit really does a lot. He is truly an important figure. It really is. So that because it's pure holiness. He does not allow no blasphemy of any kind to his Holy Spirit. It's clear to me, stated and clear. I will never disrespect this Holy Spirit. So I want to test it. I want to try. I want to do the consequences to that, I don't know, because it was not stated. So
okay. I just generally kind of thought that meant was like you can't go into.
Oh no, wait.
Why there are hurricanes? I said, to my point, Adam, you just put on a 10-minute ramble. Didn't even answer my question, but scientists can explain why there are hurricanes. We can go on Google and search a person talking and telling us why there are hurricanes. Why is there bad weather? Why is there avalanches, snow, monsoons, all of this? But when I ask people that have more knowledge in church than you two or you three, then I can't even get a simple answer. But like I said, I can Google right now, go on YouTube, have a human person tell me why monsoons, scientifically, why there are monsoons. And like I said before, they won't beat around the bush. They weren't saying free will. They weren't saying
but you said, why did God do that?
That's differently.
Yes. Oh no, yes, and I did, and I still haven't got an answer. Why does
Stop me. Wait. Okay, ask that question so we can hear it clearly. Let him ask the question.
No, I said, like, obviously, if I type in, okay, why does monsters kill people scientifically? I'm going to get an answer. I'm saying, if God is so powerful and mighty, a scientist can give me an answer why this kills people. This has to be a good answer. I'm not asking for a good answer. I'm just asking for an answer. I don't want to. I just don't like them Bible humping motherfuckers that make it out to feel like everything just it happens for a reason. Okay, well, what's that reason? Because a scientist can explain why this happens.
Well, I don't think that things specifically happen for a specific reason. I think that in
Oh,
this case, when it's nature, it's just nature. Nature is nature. There's no
okay,
controlling nature.
okay.
Oh,
So let me
anyways,
ask this, Adam. Adam, you are the only other person other than James, even though he's quiet, who have children. Yet again, let me ask what I've been asking in church and whatever. You have children. If your children were destroying themselves, would you let them destroy themselves? Doesn't matter if you had all the money in the world to give them free will, you would not let your children destroy themselves.
I would do as much as I could possible
And that's
before at
good
some
enough.
before some
You
point.
wouldn't be a okay, go.
Like, okay, so if we're talking about kids, that's a different thing. We have a lot more control over that. But if my kids are
No,
adults,
but we're his children. That's what I always hear. We're his children. Her
yeah,
made in his
that is
image.
true. We're
And
made
so
in this.
God's a rapist or God's a murderer, God's a fucking all this shit. God's a pedophile, God's a sex fiend, God's an accountant, librarian, a video game designer, a person who loves bestiality. I can keep going. But I think I'm making my point.
Well, he did
Yeah.
give us rules. He did come down. He did guide us in the right way. He did do all those things.
And did
They're
he say
not
that?
within our timeline.
Did,
Not timeline,
did
excuse
you
me.
hear him say that?
I did not, but hey, hear me out on this. If your great grandparent said something to your, great grandfather, and he does those
Mhm.
things going forward, and then he comes and
Mhm.
tells you, like through the generations, this is what I want you to do, but you're like, why? He didn't tell me that directly. No, well, there was rules that was given way back that when he established our family and made sure that we could pursue, be lively, and do the things we did and be okay, that we have to do these things. So this is what I'm now telling you because it worked for all of our generations, and now it's your turn. But now you're saying, well, he's not here. How do I know for sure that he said these things and they weren't done by another family member or someone else? You're right. You're right. You can't bring back the dead. You can't have them explain to you, hey, this is what happened or this is what it is. All I can go off of what I am told and from what I can visually see from my great grandparents and my great grandparents, the stuff that was told to us by my great grandfather, that things have been going the way that they were supposed to go. Now, does that mean that things may have deviated at one point, like someone left and then came back or something? Yeah, that's possible. And it might not be stated, but as far as I know, this is what my great grandparent said is true. This is what my great grandparent is saying is true. This is what my grandparent is saying is true. Now my parents are telling me this, but there's proof backing it up. Okay, that was up to me to believe it or not, and then go that route. If it works for me, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But that's why I have free will. I don't need to do what they're telling me to do. I can do whatever the hell I want to do. But if, like how most families do, especially in the Middle East and Eastern countries, you abide by what your parents are telling you and you do what your parents are telling you. And, I'm not trying to go into other cultures, but let's just take Indian culture, for example. The Indian culture sees it as your parents sacrifices everything to make sure that you have a better life than they did. And, then what is considered normal cultural behavior in those countries is if your parents want you to become a doctor, even if you don't want to be a doctor, then you're going to do what your parents want you to do because of everything they gave up for you. Same thing, a way of saying in Chinese culture. Eastern cultures do those type of things. So because we're Americans, we're Western culture, we might see things differently. And the culture, I mean, and the Christian culture did originate more so over there in the Eastern continent. So it's kind of in itself contradicting itself in a way of saying, because we're a new culture, a mismatched pot of everything. So of course we're going to question things when people didn't originally question things. But
hold on, Adam. Sorry to stop you, man. But you are going. I think Keith just wants a simple answer. So let me.
Well,
I give you the answer, but I also
when it comes,
information behind the answer. That's why. That's why.
Wait. Too many people talking.
well,
Wait, hold on. Wait. Okay, Adam, finish your point, and I'm gonna go to B. Go ahead, Adam.
But that's it. That was my point. I just went to give a little bit of background, to give a little bit more, I guess, proof into my answer of how I view it. Because yes, if that's pretty much how you can look at it. Like, you don't need to think of it as like someone now is telling you this, but rules were set up by family members in the past, and it's worked out for everybody all the way up to your generation. And because you have free will, you have the option of either doing what was said and seeing for yourself, but there's the proof as it's worked out well for other individuals in the family, or doing your own thing.
Okay. All right, B, go ahead.
yeah, for the weather, like I said, when it comes to the Most High, why He created that, I don't know. I'll say it. I'm not the creator, right?
There we go.
But
all right.
but yeah, every region on Earth has its weather seasons or weather problems. And like I said, where I live, where there's a fault line right now, I'm highly aware of that. Right, it could go off at any moment, and we're all, everyone wherever they live in their region, they're aware of the weather, and they have time to prepare for it. Right. Also, the weather. There's a lot of good to to the weather. The earth needs to shift. The water needs to move around. A lot of creatures rely on certain changes of the weather to migrate and do all this other stuff. So yes, life gets caught in the crossfires of strong weather. There's always going to be a death in an earthquake or a hurricane or a volcano eruption, a tornado. There's always going to be a life that's going to be lost who's unprepared to handle such strong weather.
Now, I just want to say that, Keith, that I feel like I answered the question you stated when you asked why, how do we know that this really is true, that this is what was being said? I didn't answer anything with the weather, outside of before. It was just right now.
About the weather,
that was the question he was asking me.
It's the dead. No, the dead. No. Why would He let people die if they don't have to?
Did you ask something about free will? And
like I said, I didn't. Like I said, if you listen to what I said before, what I said was scientists can actually, no, I didn't say that at first. I said that. Sorry. I said at the end of the day, people make up excuses. It's always an excuse. And then I said, when it comes to the weather, a hurricane can kill 100,000 of people, and people will say that that's just God's will. And killing people, hundreds of thousands of people had to lose their life because that's just God's will. But a scientist could explain why this hurricane happened. So I'm saying, if a pastor and a scientist stood in front of people that have lost people, hundreds of thousands of people, and a person asked exactly what I'm asking, who do you think? I believe over time, a person explaining something, why this is happening, is a much easier blow. If somebody were to explain to me, okay, my whole family had to die because, or not had to die because of this hurricane, air came and wind and the carbonation and blah blah blah. all of this had to happen for this to happen. Oh, I can live with that. But telling me that this is God's will, you can go to hell
I
on a
kind of,
fucking rainbow thousand.
I
Fuck you.
I kind of do. Okay, this is what I personally believe, and when it comes to that, and correct me if I'm wrong or if I start
I'm
to sound a
saying,
little
how
bit
many people
blasphemous,
have
but
died
I want to answer the question
and
where
people have just said that it's just God's will?
that
And a
I
and
think
a
that
baby dies, and a baby dies, instead of just explaining, certain people just explain that this baby's lungs just gave, or its heart just gave out. People have the audacity to say the Bible humping motherfuckers said, oh well, God just needed another angel. Do you know how stupid you sound? Like,
you,
to
you
tell
know
somebody that.
First,
I will say
never said anything about it
Never
was
said
God's
you.
will to
Never
kill
said you.
anybody.
Never said you. I'm saying Bible humping thumping motherfuckers. Are you a Bible humping thumping motherfucker?
well what I'll say is this. I don't believe that I believe that making a statement of God's will is both true and false, but I also see it as a lazy answer. I feel
Thank
like
you.
I feel like
It's an excuse.
there's a truth
That's my
in
point. It's
between.
an excuse.
There's a truth in between. One, as the pastor or as someone of faith, basically everything that's done on earth is in accordance to God's will and law. God's, God's law was God's will. It was, that would be the answer in saying initially,
Oh,
initially. But that doesn't mean it's not a lazy answer because most of the time people who answer that question, it was God's will. If you give them time to talk on, it's just crickets because that's pretty much it.
yeah.
Like, and they say, we're sorry to hear that. And, yes, yes, I can agree with you on that, Keith, because even though I have faith, I don't want to hear that because that's not a full actual answer. First, first off, now you can explain the weather in scientific terms because we've come that far to understand. Now, yes, we know throughout the year things change. Sometimes a monsoon can happen in certain areas, sometimes it'll skip, but it still comes down to what the molecules and well, no, I'm sorry, science past that. It's just based off of more things that, just natural nature. It's, just that. Science can give you a more definite answer than that. But now, why did your family die? Well, they live in an area that is known to have monsoons. And this year, this one was worse than the last year. Or, you live in an area where there's a drought. And instead of the water coming in like it would every once or maybe every 2 years, this time is a 5-year drought. And we didn't have enough water to get everyone through. So a good amount of the people died, not everybody, but a good amount, and that just so happened to be your family. I'm sorry to hear that. That doesn't necessarily mean it was God's will. It was God's will is what made nature, and nature, just is itself. God doesn't control the nature indirectly. We have examples of that, but not happened in the Bible. But indirectly, withholding for some reason, because somebody came along and said, this is what's going on, this is why you have a drought, or this is what's going on, this is why this is happening, which also would happen in the Bible as well, because at that time you had God speaking through people and was able to let them understand what they was doing was wrong or right and to rectify that. So that way punishment would be, they'd be able to get through the punishment or get forgiveness. We don't have that anymore because God doesn't speak through people anymore. Um, I also believe that babies don't become angels. That's, I don't believe that. I don't believe that humans who pass on become angels. I believe they become spirits. And I believe that the spirits are taken into, whether they are still asleep until judgment comes, or whether they get welcomed into the silver city, or whether they go to hell. I believe that that's what happens. Now, because I believe in spirits, I also believe that you also have spirits that still stay because they're vengeful or they just have unfinished business. I believe that too. You can't sit there and say if you believe in ghosts and spirits and demons and all that and not believe in God and the devil because hey, that's all within the same realm. But they don't become angels. They just become residents of the location where they're going to. And That's that. Now, if you're an angel, you have more power to do certain things. If you are a group of people who were killed, um, because of a situation, then yeah, you can hold a grudge, and an acclamation of a group of grudges can do something. I believe that, but no, I'm sorry. I was trying to answer both the questions, but I don't believe that it was God's will is the best answer you can give somebody. It's just a lazy answer when it can be explained further and should be explained further. Now, if they don't have the knowledge or understanding, a truthful pastor or person of the cloth will let you know. I don't fully know the scientific version of it. I know
Oh,
the biblical
that will
version.
never
This is and this is
will
how.
never.
But I do believe that a person of the cloth or of faith should be able to give you the answers you look for, whether or not they know them or not. They should be truthful. If I know the ins and outs of a cumulus cloud, and all the three different types of clouds, which one holds more water, and and the accumulation of them, and the molecules in the skies, and the ions, and everything that causes
That's a
thunderclap.
scientific answer. That's a
Yeah,
scientific.
yeah.
They're
You
not
should
going to
be
give
able
a
to
scientific answer.
They should be able to give you both. They should be able, because with my kids, for
They're not
example,
going
I
to.
tell my kids
How
as long as I
many
know it.
churches? How many churches give scientific answers?
Um, you know what? I can't say that for sure. What I can say is on my previous experience of asking pastors certain questions, I wasn't able to get an answer, and I wasn't able to get a scientific answer. But I believe being able to give both answers, because
You should be able
you
to.
should be
I
able to
agree
give
with
both
that.
answers.
You should,
And you should be able, after
but you're not
giving both
going to.
answers, you let the person know that there are different ways of looking at things. Now, it's up to you whether or not you believe it for faith or you believe it through the scientific way. Now, if you do believe in one or the other, that does not exactly mean that you've given up on, your religion. That just means you view it this way. You can still be a Christian, for example, but believe in the sciences and how things show up and how things are, because that's how it's explained. And then, even then, you can find ways of proving it yourself. If you have a microscope, a telescope, or you have knowledge, or you can run an experiment and get the proof yourself. We all know how mold starts. Oh, I don't believe in mold. All right, take a piece of bread, wet it, leave it in a damp place, or let it get heat, and then see what happens. All right, you just proved it yourself, like that.
So let me just say this. Well, first, I just want to put this out here. I mean, and I'll ask you, Keith, if you're okay to do it if it happens. But if anybody listens to this podcast and that is of the cloth or of faith, that's at a higher level, that's a past, whatever, that wants to come on and have this conversation, if Keith is okay with it, you're totally welcome to come on, because I think somebody who's well more read should be on having this
Oh,
discussion.
please, come on. I
So
beg of thou.
The person we're looking for is a priest in the order of Melchizedek.
that's
Absolutely.
fine. That's fine. Hold on. I mean, I still want to finish my point. I'll let you go after me, B. So, like I said, so Keith agreed. So yes. So if you want to come on and you think you have the answer, you want to have come on, you're invited. Now, with that being said, the way how I cope with it, and this is what I was trying to explain earlier, and it goes back to what I said. It goes it goes back to Adam and Eve, where we had it all. We had it all. We had paradise. We had a place where we had no pain, no issues, no nothing. And because of two people that had nothing to do with us, did not listen and made a bad decision, we all now have to live with the chaos of the world today, all because of them. That's
They
how
do
I
know.
cope with it.
That's a crazy way to look at things, but okay.
So, what were you saying, Adam?
I was just, being kind of funny, throwing 2 cents in it
Oh, I
every
didn't
here.
even hear you.
That's,
But
that's such a bland way to look at things. But
Yep, I keep it stupid simple.
well, that's one way of looking at it. But you have the other way. You have the way um, that. One moment.
But yes, the people that we are looking for is the Most High's priest in the order of Melchizedek. That's the way. All the priests in scriptures are priests and all these other religions. The problem is there's not enough of them today. And it says that in the Bible that there's not enough. So their words is not going to reach everybody. That is my goal right now, is to become that priest. So I might not be able to answer all the questions right now, but I am working on it. I got a long ways to go. I need to find a teacher to that's actually a priest in the order of Melchizedek, to so I could be his disciple and he could guide me to the Father correctly. You know, I read the scripture, I put it to the test, but I know that's not enough. I'm still missing pieces here. So I just say to all those, Keith and the others that are looking for questions, please give me some grace and time so I can figure it out, find the answers and figure it out. I don't have all the answers right now. I try my best as possible to for people to understand things in flesh, in spirit, in science, or whatever, to in a way where people can understand. But I know that I still got a long ways to go. So, so I just ask for some grace and time and patience. I don't know when this is going to happen, but I am planning on being that dude that can help the people understand. I can help the people understand who God is and give a proper helping hand to help the children out, because we are being led by too many false prophets. That can't, like I said, we have a whole live stream today. Y'all went out to these pastors and they didn't know the answers. Well, the true priest of the Most High, the Holy Spirit lives in their hearts and they can hear the voice of the Father.
Yeah.
He's still there.
I heard Jake. I'm cracking up.
I don't have
No,
any
I've been,
questions.
dude. What are you talking about? I've been listening this whole fucking time.
Real priest
I
of the
know.
most. I don't have.
Dude, just
I
hearing
don't
you
fucking
is
heard
how they
James
roll. I'm
last
sorry.
like 20 hours, bro. Get out of here. He's been in here.
I said wolves and sheep clothing.
Now, oh,
Wait.
He's,
Go ahead, James.
no, B's actually still talking. He just can't hear you or something.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking on.
Oh, I was talking because it's hilarious because not to be a dick. I ain't gonna add too much. I just want to know.
Religion that
Wait. Hold on.
See, I
Let
told
James
you.
go.
No, he's still talking. He just can't
the
hear you.
Most High was never.
Oh, what's?
I don't know if he's talking to us.
No, he's talking to us. He just can't hear.
Oh, and
See,
I'm doing my best to put to.
I guess he doesn't know that his mic is blanking out too.
Yeah, I don't think he realizes it.
What I want to know is if he's saying he needs to find a priest of Melchizedek. I want to know how he spells it because
Who?
I would his he
Spell
needs to find he need. I'm trying to see how he spells his priest of Melchizedek.
Hey, B, we can't hear you.
That has nothing to do with it.
Yep.
Oh no, trust me, bro. It's because if it's what I think now again, I'm not trying to get into this fight because you guys have done a great like 2 hour job of it.
At this day and time.
Oh, still going. Okay. Got it.
Did you say Mel says did it? Was that the
I think he's saying that he was looking for a priest of Melchizedek.
I think I found it. It's
Yeah,
No.
but
Don't answer it. If he wants B to answer that, don't answer it,
I'm
Adam.
sorry.
yeah, no.
Yeah, don't. Whenever B
Well,
can hear us.
don't worry. B's still talking. So, hey, can you spell it for me? Because I think I know. I just want to make sure.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I can't. That's not on me. That's B's.
No, I'm talking to Adam.
Oh, okay, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So I see it as MELCH.
Able to finally answer these spiritual questions that everyone is looking for.
Okay,
Right.
I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you these questions. Like we're just having a conversation. Do you think I think to look to you to answer these questions? I've talked to men with more Bible thumping experience than you. I don't even look to you to even come close to having answers. That ain't even a question here. I'm looking for answers that basically I've been asking for almost 30 years that I ain't got the answers. I don't fuck the questions. The questions are always the same.
Maybe Keith can actually hear what B's saying because I didn't hear shit.
I didn't hear nothing either.
Now,
Yeah,
He
but
just
Keith
keeps
just
saying
jumped
the
in on the
same
fight.
thing. He just keeps saying the same thing. I don't have the answers. I'm trying to find a maverick or whatever the fuck you say. Type of person to a Celtic or type of person to
Well, yeah, no.
learn from. Okay, that's all fine and dandy, but that's not
I think he's still
not
talking.
my problem in all of this.
But I
Like,
think he's still talking.
if you're gonna, what?
I'm pretty sure he's still talking.
I'm just saying that
hello?
always.
See?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you are.
I don't know what happened. Like the value, like I heard something very faintly, but I don't know what happened.
Oh man, I'm totally gonna leave this part in. All right. Either way, James, can you want to ask B the question you want to want to ask him?
No, I mean, if Adam was right, and I'm pretty sure he is, because again, me and B have had this conversation before on a podcast, and I said, "Hey, bro, I don't know, but he keeps saying he needs a priest of Melchizedek or something like that." Now, if it's the same person that I think he's talking about, I think I told him on the last podcast. Um, Mormons believe that you get that when you're like 16. So yeah, Mormon, you at 16 years old, you hold the order of priesthood of Melchizedek in that church off the rip. That's how you get called an elder.
I had Mormons come into my home, and I spoke to them, and yeah, they were pretty young elders. But they explained it to me. They just didn't use that specific order. I still even have my the Book of Mormons here. I just have it. I know I was going to read it, and I read some passages in it, but
You're not going to. Shut up.
huh? I said I was, and I read some passages.
Yeah, I know you won't.
No, I mean I have. I was going to read the book, but I read some of the passages.
Children, you ain't reading shit unless it's a Dr. Seuss book. You ain't gonna read much book, brother.
No, I'm serious. I did read some of it because they came back in the home. I had them come over multiple times, and I spoke to them about what I read, the passages and everything. Now, I didn't read the whole book, of course, but what I'm saying is, from the passages, I found it interesting. And yes, I was going to read more of it, but that's when I was still, still doing my degree. So that kind of came on the back.
Hell no.
Okay.
Nah, Mormonism is worse than Jehovah's.
That was before.
Mormons are not the order. They might use that title. They might use that title just like how all the other religions use titles like priest. That's not don't belong to them. Or the order of Melchizedek don't belong to the Moors. was the rabbis that don't belong to the Jews. Those are all titles under the order of Melchizedek. There's no the minute they turn 16 there, and that's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. There's no scripture backing that up. That's man-made religion. That's why I keep saying there's all these added rules that's not in the scriptures.
Yeah, and you also said you're looking for someone in that priesthood, and I said there's tons of them. I mean, I don't think I would.
It's simple. You just ask because the priest ask anyone, what is the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit? If they can't give you the three holy sacred names, then they're not part of the priesthood.
Okay,
and I know people don't know the name of the Father. I know.
And how do you know which one is right?
Exactly.
How do you know which one's right? It's just like you rooting for your favorite football team. You're always going to think what you think is correct.
Because the names were revealed to me. Then that's why I said in the beginning, the name of the Father was revealed to me. The name of the Son was revealed to me. The name of the Holy Spirit was revealed to me.
Right? For sure. Hey, look, for sure, man. Like the last time we got into this, I ain't gonna argue with none of y'all. I tell you just like this. It sucks because the only way you're gonna figure out you're right about this is by reading to the end of the book. And if you don't know what that means, no, you don't. No, you do not. Because if you know what I'm saying when I say you're only gonna know if you're right at the end of the book, and you're saying you have, that's impossible. Because the book I'm talking about, you haven't finished writing yet. You know why? Because you're talking to me.
So you talk about the book of my life, then?
Yeah. The only way you're going to know if you're right or not is when you get to the end of that book. And at the end of that book, it doesn't matter.
But you can know before you go.
That's a lie.
No.
That's why I say it's all personal opinion at this point. That's what I keep saying.
Moses knows his fate before he went.
Yeah, but okay.
But that was when God was still talking to people. But I mean, I'm not taking away that you're not right on that. You're right on that, B. But yeah, that would regard God to finally come back and start communicating with humans.
And he does to this day is with his priests. But I keep saying there's not enough of them out there.
No, he doesn't. But he doesn't tell people the future like that. He's not supposed to.
He does.
Again, hey. Again,
you can get told it, but then you die.
Yeah, but again, yes, once you know the end of the book is over. So what the fuck? That's how I look at it.
It's over in the flesh, but you still have a soul.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Did you guys hear about how they were able to track a soul or track something leaving a human body when they died? And it like blasted over to like 26 light years away or something like that?
Oh my God!
Look, that was an actual thing that was done.
No, because it's the flesh. No, because it's the bones. No, because it's reincarnation. It's just always a fucking.
Why does it have to be an excuse? Why can't it be an answer for people? You always say it's an excuse when sometimes it's just people's answers. Why can't it not be an answer? Why does it have to always be an excuse?
Okay, do you know what the fucking excuse is? An excuse is answering something once and then changing your answer again. That's an excuse. He keeps changing.
I never changed my answer.
Yeah, you gotta.
Oh my God, he just said, no, listen to what James said. James said that, okay, there's an end, and you had an excuse for that. And then you said it's the flesh. You didn't say that at the beginning. You could have said that at the beginning, but there's always another fucking.
No, I was trying to figure out what James was saying. And when I got that understanding, I answered.
Yeah, and you said you have seen the end of the. You said, yeah, I have, because somebody's told me that. That's impossible. Because once you know the end of the book, it's a wrap.
What I said, yeah, I was thinking.
You changed your
Wait, hold on. Well, I said, yeah, I was thinking he was talking about the scriptures. That's what I wasn't. I didn't. Maybe I should have asked to truly get to understand what he was actually saying. But when he said, "Have you read to the end of the book?" I thought he was talking about the scriptures.
Again, bro, like I said before, we've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
Unless you can read Aramaic, you don't know what that book really said. You know what the book that you got said, and you believe it in a certain way. Because at the end of the day, it's all about faith. They want people to have faith. If you have faith in something, you'll abide by the rules.
Everything is human made. You keep talking about but it is man made.
Yeah.
Okay, then explain to me how does nothing create something?
How does what?
How does nothing create something?
If matter, antimatter.
There's no matter. It's nothing. How does nothing create something?
That's on Keith. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking Keith. Yeah.
You have to have faith in this. But yeah. What you have faith in is just, again, it goes back to my statement. It's like rooting for your favorite football team. Like Keith, I drive by a Raiders stadium all the time and make fun of it and send it to you, and you get pissed off because that's your team.
I do.
You're gonna root for them whether they suck or they don't. But yeah, that's your team. So just like religion is just somebody's sports team. And as long as somebody can follow that team religiously, everything they say is perfect. Just like B, you can see B, he is riled up on this, active, because he wants people to understand that what he's doing is proper. But then Keith doesn't agree.
Yeah,
I don't have no dog in the fight.
No. It's not that I don't agree. It's just that it's a big fucking waste of time. Never said I didn't agree. I said it's a big fucking waste of time. Never said I didn't agree. Of course, I support my friend in every endeavor, aka my brother, in every endeavor that he chooses to walk the path on. I would never disrespect my brother, but this path that has literally led people down psychological torment, I do not. No, if you want to say I don't agree, I don't agree because some people have spent their whole life and failed and never came up with these answers, have gone psychologically insane trying to prove the point and never to prove that point. That's why certain people turn into greed and sacrifice, and it's just how it happens because there's no point. There's no point. Just like James said, I guess he said it in a much easier way. When it comes down to it, it's just what you believe in. If you believe in Buddha, Allah, Christianity, Baptist, Seventh-day Adventist, Jehovah's Witness, there's 17, 18, 20 different types of things you can believe in. You're saying everybody's wrong, but everybody's right at the same time. That's insane. It's just like there's 30-something football teams. Everybody likes the football team. Everybody likes the Cowboys. Everybody likes the Raiders. People like the Eagles. Like it's the Texans. Even the shittier teams, the Browns. It's just how it is. But I'm not gonna. Yes, can I see the Browns? Can I see the owners? Can I see the people that coach this team and get this team to a win every day? Yes, I believe in shit I can see, hear. I don't just go off of faith. Like I'm not just gonna do that. Like it's just not how I'm built. I wish I was built like that. I wish I was built like the majority of the world. I wish I was built how just to believe in nothing and faith. But like I said, I create my own destiny, and I have for this long. And I'm not going to give that to an inanimate object. I didn't get this far as a black man to give an inanimate object any fucking credit. I'm just not going to do it. Call me an asshole, but I bust my ass to be me. Like, I give y'all credit, I give my family credit, but I'm not going to give something that I've never seen, heard, or touched. I dream about all kind of shit. But then again, I dream about nothing. A dream is a dream. Fuck, dude, I've had dreams that have turned into deja vu. So I can dream about talking to some dude at work, but I can't dream about the or sorry, I can't see the All Father. Fuck out of here. But like I said, if you need something to believe in, by all means. If 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 it helps you go to sleep at night, then all fucking like by all means, I support you. But do I support the bullshit that comes with it? No, and I never will. Can't fucking make me. It's like supporting Santa Claus. I'm not gonna do it. I don't care how many kids believe in Santa Claus. And please, God, nobody in this podcast tell me they just still believe in Santa Claus. Because hell, we really have a problem.
Man, you lucky fast, and I was totally about to say something.
I know you were. You fucking dickless piece of shit. I know you were.
Fuck you too. Shit.
Fucking tooth fairy believing motherfucker. You probably still believe it. And a motherfucker put something under your pillow.
Hey man, the only reason why she ain't here no more because I had no more baby teeth. That's all.
Hey, even up to that conversation earlier, fucking, I throw up every time I eat churches. That's baby shit. That's the baby shit if you ask me.
Oh, it makes you're telling me you can eat any fast food and it just be fine.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you how. All right now, how many times have you had churches in your life? How many times?
A handful.
It took you a handful of times of throwing up to tell yourself that I should eat this no more. That sounds like a fucking
well, because the first couple of times it was good, and after the last 2 times I ate, I couldn't stop throwing up, so I had to stop.
It took 2 times. Okay.
Yeah, because one time it may be, and it may just be that I had a bad batch, so I'll give it one more time. The second time happened, I said never again.
Listen to me. I have Pepe's tacos with y'all.
God.
And
oh, fuck that place.
And
oh, God. Oh, so bad about that.
And 10. That was what, 13, 14 years ago?
I'm right there with you, Steve. I've had it one time, and that's all I needed.
It don't take, I done fucking have Pepe tacos a bunch of times before that. And I was good. I ate it with these 2 sons of bitches and got sick out my ass. Now, don't get me wrong. It could have been that you just had a bug. It could have been anything else. But I subjugate that to Pepe tacos. And I ate it, and I haven't ate there since. I'm not being like, hey, I want to go to Pepe's tacos. Just try it again. No. I don't need to eat this shit again and again to tell me that my stomach just don't agree with the food. The fuck? That's a baby. That's what babies do. Babies will eat something, throw up, and then try to eat it again. That's what a baby does.
I disagree. I disagree with that.
And then, oh my God, and then I don't like my food touching. First off, I'm a savage. I don't give a fuck if my meat touches my ice cream. I'm eating the shit. It's like,
yeah, you're crazy.
Motherfuckers are weird.
Hell no, I disagree with that.
You guys are weird. I don't give a fuck if sugar touches salt. I don't give a fuck if my bacon's in my syrup. I don't give a shit. It's all getting eaten, regardless of the fact.
So, like I said, G's a toddler. But, I mean...
I don't disagree with that. Religion is just one of them things that's why I told you I don't even want to be in this podcast when it comes to religion. But it's just a never ending cycle of fucking back and forth hate.
I don't know if I'll classify as hate, but are.
Or not hate, but just back and forth. It's like we're all wrong and we're all right. Literally. We can get 50 people that agree with y'all. We can get 50 people that agree with us or me. or J. It's literally no wrong answer, no right. Doesn't matter because it's free will, but then again, it isn't free will. It shouldn't happen, but it should happen. Like I said, I just feel like everything is written by a person. You weren't here when this one book was written. You don't know where this information came from. You just know that a person translated or whatever it before you. That's literally all you know. And because you didn't go to wherever Jesus was or the Holy Spirit and read what they exactly wrote before anybody got to it. So how do you know this is taken? And you said by faith. So you have the faith. So you don't know. You're just choosing to believe and hope that it's real. That this is the word. And that's my problem with faith. Yes, it's just a hope. I'm not a hopeful person. Either shit is how it is or it's not. I see too much fucked up shit in this world. And I've also seen too much great shit in this world to believe in anything as much as faith. I don't believe in faith. I believe in people. People dictate how this world is, just like you guys said at the earlier. It's just common sense. It's common fucking sense. And most people don't want to agree with faith is just common sense or right place at right time because they want to believe in the hope that there's something bigger than them. And honestly, I fucking hope there is. I hope there is something bigger than you and G and Adam. Because if there's not, oh God, please let me be there to laugh in your faces. I can't wait. And I hope I'm wrong. So you guys can laugh in my face and see me get smited. So where'd you guys take hell? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we'll be laughing in your face, but I don't think that's what's going to be happening, but all right.
If you can get smited and come to heaven, then I would laugh.
I don't want to go to heaven. Like I said, I would, I'm not a big fan of Piggy, but heaven sounds boring. I want to go to hell and shoot dice and wear Tim's and wear black.
Like Biggie. What did Biggie say?
That's exactly what he said. That's why I said heaven sounds boring. You think I want to fucking sit on clouds all day and wear a gown? That sounds boring. Fucking hear God talk about bullshit? No. I want to have something to do on a daily basis. And then, if I was an excuse about that, well, heaven is your own sanctity place. It's what you want it to be. Don't tell me that. I'm dead and have no fucking response. Hey, God, I used to watch anime. So don't tell me I can have whatever I have because this place will turn into hell real quick. You think I'm going to think of a nice thing to do? You think I'm going to play golf all day? No, I'm going to have a fucking harem. A sick harem. Not even a healthy harem. It's going to be a dark harem on purpose. like I'm talking about a mass effect. I'm going to be like the Turk of heaven. I'm sleeping with everything. If she has tentacles, bring her on. There's no holds barred. Like I'm a sick person. If I'm not a sick person because I have kids, I'm a real person. But let me go to heaven and you give me a world like a thing where I can create my own. I'm shooting guns. I'm slaughtering people. Like I'm doing what I want to do. Like that's what should like. If we're being truthful, I would love to hear everybody take a lot of text on the air and be like, "What would you do if God said you can have any type of area you wanted. Let's see who all tells the truth. I know I would. I'm sick. I've been. Do you know how much porn I've watched in my life? Oh, God. I would get kicked out. I would get kicked out. I'd put fucking Zendaya's head on a fucking wildebeest for all I give a shit. What the fuck do I care? I can do whatever. I'm in heaven. I would think of the most vilest shit. You know that Dune fucking worm? Oh, come on. Fuck it. Let's go. Like I said, fucking man. I watched Dragon Ball Z, all kinds, man. Like I said, and then some of these new anime. Oh, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. I thought the shit that we used to watch was bad. Look at the shit that they put on everyday TV now. The fuck is that? Even though I like the show, even what the fuck is a Chainsaw Man? That's fucking anime. Whoever thought of that is sick. You're sick. I guarantee you somebody in our age group thought of that. It was like, what could be the most vilest thing ever? Oh, chainsaws pop out of this fucker's arms, head, and legs. Yeah. And have him still be fucking mobile and talking. Yeah, okay. Okay. Like I said. But I'm not the only person. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not a sick person. I'm not any of that. But you give me a area where I can do whatever I want, or I can have this blissful place. What you call it, Eden? Oh, I turned Eden into the boom room. Fuck that. Fucking strippers galore. Fucking me, St. Paul, Moses. Fucking, oh my God, we'd all be running that bitch. Gabriel. Fuck it, let's all go. All the arcades come apart. Everybody get a stripper. Fuck it. I would love to hear everybody else have it. I would love to hear how sweet and nice it is. So I know to never come over to y'all as
Yeah, yeah. I'd rather be told it when I get there, what I can and can't do, than say it out loud and be told no.
like I said, have you ever seen the TV show Westworld? That times 10. Just imagine Westworld, but times 10. That's what my mind goes straight. But it's just shit like that. Like, I don't, but you shouldn't have to be told what you can't do in heaven. I'm going to go to hell. If there's going to be rules when I get through the pearly gates, fuck you. Oh, well, you can't. No, sorry, but you can't do that. You have to wear this. No, I already know. I don't look good in white. I'm a big dude. Big dudes don't look good in white. So that's already. I don't like slippers. I like shoes. So it's already a lot of do's and don'ts for me off the top of the dome. I gotta walk on these clouds in some slippers and pull my toes out. No, that does not sound fun. No. What part of that is fun? Give me some J's and some pro club sweats and a jersey, and I'll walk around here. It'll be tortured all day. That's fine. Or some New Balances. Fuck it, even better. At least, at least my feet will be comfortable while I'm getting tortured.
I mean, congratulations, Keith. You have literally silenced all of these dudes.
I'm smiling. Can I be invited to see how this looks like? I want to see what your
I'm talking blasphemy, so nobody's going to add to what I said. I'm talking blasphemy.
Look, what are you talking about? I'll speak on it. Look, I'll tell you this much, bro. I'll let you know this. I will get some binoculars and then get get coordinates to where you're at down there, and I'll check you out. Like, damn, this motherfucker doing it. Look at that. Me and all the hoes that I got with me on these fucking fluffy ass clouds gonna be watching you like, yeah, hell yeah, look at them guys. Look, that's my boy right there. Yeah.
But it's like nobody thinks that far.
What you mean? I just told you what I would do.
Peanut gallery. From the peanut gallery.
Oh yeah, them. No, I'm pretty sure they're over there sulking and fucking and trying to delete your number.
Oh no,
Nah,
no, no, no,
but
no,
hey,
no.
I'm gonna tell you, hey, for
I
sure,
think it's kind of funny,
bro.
but I think it
Hey, for
sounds funny.
sure,
Oh yeah.
I will definitely be the spectator to whatever you doing after I finish my pickup game with Michael Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan, and then we're gonna go over there and watch you. Do your thing down there, bro. I mean,
I'm the dude that falls off a snake wave for sure. I'm that.
hey,
I'm that
damn.
dude who literally have one job, just walk this little way. Nope, I'm the nigga that flips off, aka flips off. You're like, hey, what's down here? Fuck out of here.
Man. Well, I'm telling you, bro. I'm pretty sure they over there smoking. Man, goddamn.
No, nobody's sulking. We're just listening.
I'm laughing.
Bullshit.
I like
Yeah, right.
I like his what would happen if he got there. That's why I said, can I come over?
Hey,
Hell no.
I want to see.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
good.
you go over there with him.
Yeah, you gonna go straight
Chilling.
down, buddy. Yo.
No. See, Chief gave us an example of what he would be doing if he was in heaven and what he was doing in hell. I said if he got to heaven and he got it like that, if I could come over.
What you mean you got it like that? He said he didn't want to go up there.
Yeah, he gave two examples. He said if I got to heaven and I could make my little piece of the corner any way I wanted, this is how it would be. But then he stated how he would rather go to hell. So what I was saying was, if he got to heaven and he made this little piece of his corner that way, if I could come over.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I wouldn't
sure.
be there. I would not be there for long. That's all I have to
Yeah,
say.
I'm about to say.
Yeah, I wouldn't even bother.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Take your ass over there if you want to, bruh. Hey.
I'm just gonna go see. Like
I
look,
said, I got my little corner. I'll be happy.
I'm just seeing how it is. I'm just knocking on your door. Hey, how you doing? You doing good? How you feeling? What's going on in here? At a party?
This is a Diddy party in here, buddy. Either you
man, you said Diddy party, man.
I'm definitely not coming through.
Baby oil on deck.
Baby
oil.
We ain't got no baby oil in here, buddy. We got goddamn KY, mountains of it, flavor, doing it nasty.
Like, look, no, Keith, I'm good, but just send the video over.
Nah, ain't no video. Y'all gonna hear the music, gold lights in the sky. Y'all gonna be like, damn, that boy going to hell. I'm not. I don't care if it's a curfew. I don't want to hear any of that.
But I mean, don't you think at some point you're gonna get sent back as like a toad or some shit?
Probably. Like I said, I'm probably gonna piss that off to the point of he's gonna sit me as a butt plug for like fucking reincarnation of John Goodman.
Well,
it's gonna be terrible. It's like I'm fine with that.
I see you put some thought into this. So do you think you'd be a rubber one or a metal one?
Metal, 100%. Is I can run. That's
because if you think about it, yes, everybody understands. There's two places to go, but just like jail, I'm pretty sure there's going to be overcrowding. In both places. So then you get reincarnated as something. I always thought, just like somebody said earlier, babies aren't angels and all that. I've always thought, is a baby that kicks the bucket early, even though it's fucked up, isn't he just like somebody who was just in the waiting room for the decision too long? So they were just like, fuck it, send this dude back down there. And then all of a sudden they're like, you know what? Oh, everything came through. You're fucked. And then just awful. That's like another life here. Get the fuck out of here. Like your room is ready.
I mean, they
Like
say
that would be
that
wild.
it would be.
I think it's wild that you said you want to be reincarnated. You would be reincarnated as an asshole plug. But that's what I think
I
is
mean,
wild.
I'm saying, as if I put it to you like this, if God is real and all the fucked up shit I've said, that would, I'm 100% sure that would be my punishment.
You know what? I don't think so, man. I think you come back as a beaver.
That's a beaver.
As a what?
That's a beaver.
You want to know why I think that?
Beaver.
As a beaver?
Is a beaver.
As a beaver,
Is a beaver.
like a dam, a beaver dam.
Yes, like a beaver, like a dam, like a beaver that builds a dam.
That's okay.
Okay, so why? I want to hear this answer from you, Adam.
All right. So if it's meant to cause punishment and pain, right? I mean, there's other animals too. But did you know that beavers get captured and there's a little gland up in their body that's by the asshole that they extract liquids from in order to flavor foods into other things?
And they say I'm the sick one. Hey,
It's a thing. I learned about that. It's you know what? That's a good question. I don't know why I know this.
You chose to look that up. Shut up.
I did not choose that. That was thrown on me, and now I'm throwing it on everyone on this podcast.
Adam, there's no world where
Look it up.
there's a test.
Look it up.
No, I'm not. I'll take your word for it. There's not a test in the world that asks that.
No, it's not a test. You know, when you just doom scrolling down YouTube, no, not even YouTube, no, YouTube Shorts, but it's really Instagram. Look at this little creature right here. Would you like to know something that a lot of people don't know? That's how it started.
No,
And then it
that's how
ended
you
with me
feel
gaining
good.
knowledge. That's how it happens, man. Just like how people end up on a weird part of YouTube. It just happens.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
So, yes, a beaver.
Nah, I think he'll be good, bro. I think he'll get another shot, man. They'll bring you back as something, and then if you start going back the same way, you'll get something fucked up will happen. Like you'll end up being a POW or some shit in a third world country.
There you go. No, you know what my biggest torture would be? Is those little African kids that have flies on their face. I hate flies.
Yeah.
And
Third
that
world
is
country.
torture.
15 cent a day kids.
That would, and then they always have regular names like Jeffrey. You know his name is Jeffrey or Jamal or Jerome or Kevin. It's like, why does he have such a regular name?
That's not his real name. His real name is Takalu.
Just say that. Do you think we'll feel less bad if you tell us his real name?
Because you won't understand. You'll be like, "Oh, you saw that little kid Tyrone," instead of you saw that kid Nakanuku shoes. Yeah, wasn't wearing
And it's
shoes.
the same guy. And then it's the same guy for the last 40 years with the jean pants and the jean shirt and the white shoes and the white hair. Does he not age? Or is it just
Well,
me? It's always been that same guy.
nah. It's the same recording because it used to be Sally Struthers.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
When I was a kid, it was Sally Struthers.
Just $1 a day can save little Umbaku.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mbaku's expensive. I thought it was 49 cents or something.
Yeah, it used to be 15 cents. Must be tariffs.
That is true.
Inflation.
It's tariffs.
$15 a day. Or sorry, 15 cents a day. Bitch, I'm not giving you 15 cents a day. I'm not even giving my kids 15 cents.
You know, China has a commercial about American kids starving now.
That's how they get 15 rupees from their people.
That's psychological war.
And then they got a video of a mom in Africa talking to their kids about eat all your food.
There are kids in America who do not get to eat tonight. I kid you not, I've seen it.
But
You know the craziest shit though? I got homies who came from like not third world countries, but close to that shit. And they'll tell you flat out that their people, you can't fucking have a hobo on the street that you give money to. They won't accept it
Yeah, I heard about
because they
that.
actually have pride and they feel like they need to get it on their own. So when you start trying to give them handouts, they'll be like, "Nah, man, I'm good. Leave me alone." That's like rude to them.
I wish it was like that out here in Vegas. They fucking see you come. Oh my god. The worst feeling is you come out of a fucking McDonald's with a hot bag of fries, and you got this filthy, funky motherfucker coming up to you asking you for 63 cents. Bitch, just say $1. Dude, get the fuck away from me. Why is it always some weird ass number amount? Like I said, I hate it. Can I get 57 cents? Can you get a bat?
You're more likely to give less than $1 than you are an actual dollar.
Dude, I don't carry fucking change. That goes back to what the fuck I was saying earlier. I don't carry.
Nobody really does nowadays.
What the fuck? And two, I'm not picking up change off the fucking ground. That's disgusting. We live in Vegas. Maybe where that person B lives, the change is cleaner. But out here, that dime was probably in the homeless person's ass. Not picking it up off the ground.
I was like, just
it literally was 6 quarters. It was 6 quarters at my job sitting on the ground, and they sat there for like 2 days. That just tells you that nobody picked this up for 2 days. I scooted it into the rocks just so I didn't have to look at it anymore.
Fuck that.
Who the fuck picks up change?
Yeah. I don't know about all that, man, but I seen a homeless guy fight a drive-through chick before.
And for 10 cents?
Well, no. Well, okay. So I pull up. I'm like getting off of work, and I'm in the hood, obviously. So I pull up in my fucking truck, and yeah, can you want to order? So I'm ordering, and a homeless dude comes up like, "Hey man, I'm starving, bro. Man, can you get me something to eat?" I'm like, okay, like I asked for money, you asking for food, like I can fuss with that.
Yeah.
But the lady heard us talking on the box, and all of a sudden she sticks her head out the window like, "Hey, sir, fuck that! Don't be giving him shit. Don't hear shit. Fuck him like that. No, 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 no. Because that's his problem. He's gonna sit there harassing people." And I'm like, what the hell? And she's like on the mic now, like, "Sir, do not order anything for that guy." So then he starts yelling at her through the box. And I'm sitting there like, look, man, this too rich for me, bro. I'm just gonna get my food. He follows my truck to the window and starts shit with her in the window. And she's with it. Like she ready to go. Like they're ready to box. And I'm like, yo, Ken, you know what? I'm good. I'll just go down the street. I just peel off. Like I'm straight. And I'm pretty sure they ended up getting into it through that window. She's like, no, if you give him food, that's his fuck. He's gonna sit here all day. Fuck that guy. He's a bum. He needs to get a job. I'm thinking it's her ex or something. But yeah, they was pretty mad.
World star.
Shit, I was like, yeah, I need to get the fuck out of here.
But you guys, I gotta go. I have got to go. I'm either.
Adam.
Between Keith's harem. That was the highlight of my this conversation.
Hey, I'm here to please, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm going, man.
Right.
Pieces, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Bro, and then you ended up talking to motherfucking Diddy. Cut that out. I just snorted.
I'm definitely not going to cut it out. You better hold on, have enough time.
I'm dying. Oh, that's a real laugh. All right.
All
I'll
right.
talk to
We'll
y'all
see
later.
We'll see you on the next podcast, man.
See.
Oh God, do we have a 2 more topics? I gotta go to bed. What are we doing? Oh.
So I want to thank y'all for checking out the podcast. I want to thank James. I want to thank B. I want to thank Keith. I want to thank Adam for being on this episode. Definitely appreciate it. Make sure on your way out to subscribe or follow, depending on your platform. Check out the Clips channel, Fit the Description Podcast over there on YouTube. Of course, we have our Instagram, opinion_Pete_score network. Yes, I know I need to work on it. Haven't, but I will. And with that being said, I want to thank y'all. Definitely appreciate y'all. And we'll definitely be back next week with another podcast. Y'all have a good one.
Okay. Oh.